78. Tonight's forecast is calling for mostly cloudy skies, 50% chance of showers with some severe thunderstorms possible. In Alamogordo, expect a low of 64, for Clowncroft, a low of 47. For tomorrow, we're looking at partly sunny, 40% chance of showers with some severe thunderstorms possible. In Alamogordo, high of 87, low of 62. Clowncroft tomorrow, high of 67, overnight low of 45.
This is the Roundup on ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Going from the Tularosa Basin and beyond, this is your local connection to the world of sports. From high school to college and to the pros, we cover the latest news and the biggest stories. Don't forget, this is your show. Change the topic anytime. Call us at 437-1230. The Roundup starts right now. ESPN Alamogordo 103.7. Welcome into the Roundup. Running around, trying to make sure we got everything started on time. Okay, catch my breath. 437-1230. If you'd like to call into the show for today. Whew, need to catch my breath after all that. Talking with Alamogordo girls basketball coming up here in about 15 minutes. I just wanted to give everybody a chance to, I've just posted it up on our Facebook so they can tune in and listen to Lady Tigers, who I just chatted with, like we finished the interview about 10 minutes ago. Thanks to Coach Vigil and all the ladies that came in. We'll have Kylie and Jaden and Justice and Michaela and Alicia from Lady Tiger Basketball chatting about their summer. Their youth camp starts tomorrow, and we'll run all the way through Thursday, and they'll be doing registration in the Tiger Pit tomorrow morning. If you're looking for some information on that, Alamogordo Public Schools athletics page is a good place to go. We've also got it up on our page as well on ESPN Alamogordo Facebook page. You just have to scroll through a couple of the posts. We don't post a bunch during the summertime, but you should be able to find it pretty easy if you jump on there. And if you've got a young lady that wants to get involved with Lady Tiger basketball in their youth camp, it's kindergarten, I believe, up through 6th grade. They've got that going on. Let me double check that before I make myself a liar with that. Let me pull that up. Let's see here. K through 7th. I'm sorry, not 6th. So K through 7th grade can come in and be a part of that. That's going on from 9 a.m. to noon tomorrow, and the registration will be previous to that. So head on in and check it out. It's $40 per camper, and it's a great opportunity to learn from not just from Coach Vigil. Certainly he's going to be there, but I think from the young ladies who play Lady Tiger basketball, and I think it's a fun opportunity for them as well. And the same goes for all the youth camps. I know I saw football out there this morning, and a bunch of the players out there with the youngsters, and I think sometimes I think the high schoolers enjoy it more than the kids. I'm sure it's close, but I tell you what, the eyes light up every time when we had boys basketball in last week and talking to the ladies today. Their eyes light up when they start talking about working with the kids. So it's really kind of fun to listen to them chat about it and how much they enjoy working with the little guys and gals in their respective camps. So football and girls basketball camps are this week. We've got boys basketball next week, and later in the month, soccer, and I believe volleyball has a youth camp coming up sometime throughout the summer. I don't have that exact information. I'll have to pull that up. But there's a lot of stuff to get your kids involved in. I think really reasonable prices. You're helping to support local athletics when you go out there and do that. And I'm sure that there's a lot of those type of youth camps going on with some of the smaller schools throughout our area. So just inquire and get them involved and get them out there and doing some fun stuff throughout the summer. You know, as much as I know I enjoyed just chilling out and doing nothing throughout the summer, I probably would have been better served by doing other things. So I encourage that wholeheartedly. to get involved with that good stuff. So, again, we're going to hear from Alamogordo girls basketball. They've got an interesting year coming up next year. They're a core group of players that have been kind of the centerpiece of Lady Tiger basketball for the last at least 2 or 3 seasons, maybe even longer if you want to go back. Graduated. And so some new players are going to have to step up, certainly players that got varsity time last year, but it's going to be a new look Lady Tiger basketball team. And, that's a lot of the fun of high school sports, I find, is, the rebirth or the renewal of some new players that get a chance every few years. I mean, it's definitely fun when, there's a huge group of seniors returning and what the possibilities could be, but sometimes the unknown and what the possibilities could be is kind of fun. And just, somebody maybe who's been hungry that hasn't gotten the chance to be at the forefront. And this goes for all sports. I mean, it gives them that opportunity. I would say, for any athlete, you put in the hard work and the coach notices that, you're going to get a chance to play at the high school level. I'm sure there are some cases where that doesn't happen, but I talk to, in talking to as many coaches I have over the years, the ones that really stand out are the ones that put in the time this time of year. In June and July and August, and they say, man, I remember seeing this person do, working in the gym and, working on the football field and staying late and, out there on the soccer pitch or whatever it may be. From somebody like me who's never coached anything, really wasn't that athletically talented. Love sports. I've always loved sports, but, I'll be the first one to admit there's a reason I didn't go out for a lot of sports because I knew better. And I never handled losing very well as a youngster. Kind of wish I had the mentality I have as an old person now, back when I was, 14, 15, 16. But I bet we all probably wish that every now and then. But I think the big thing is just, listening to these coaches over the years and talking about how much the off season and the kids that really put in the time to try to get better. And it's, sometimes it's hard. We all know what we were like when we were that age and how much we want to just have our free time to do what we wanted to and starting to feel a little bit of freedom and be able to do more things on our own and to put in that time and effort for those kind of things is definitely a big deal. So I know how much that means to the coaches, and it's, like I said, it's fun hearing them talk about it as well. If you're tuning in for the Alamogordo girls basketball interview, I'm just giving it a little bit of time. I've just posted it up on the Facebook page, so I want to give some folks a chance to tune in here on the station, but also on our ESPN Alamogordo YouTube channel as well, because I really didn't give you guys a whole lot of forewarning about when the interview was going to air, so I don't want to let anybody miss the interview. So, yeah, you'll have to listen to me yap for a little bit longer, okay? I know there's a few of you that are waiting for the interview to start, so just trying to give a few more a chance to tune in. We may start a little bit earlier than 2:15, but if you're tuning in for that, it's coming, I promise. We'll get it started here in just a little while with the ladies from Lady Tiger basketball coming on the show to chat about what they look forward to in their summer. And, I think for a lot of the ladies that we talked to today, their chance to, get out and be a starter at the varsity level. And some of these, some of the girls we talked to already had that opportunity last year, but some of the others are, are going to step up and be a bigger part of that coming up in this next season, which, again, I'm excited about seeing that coming up this season and in a lot of the sports. I mean, we're going to see some changes, I think. You look at boys soccer, that's going to have a different look to it this year. There's going to be certainly some changes on the girls soccer side. Volleyball is going to have a new coach and some seniors that graduated last year. Football's, I think, probably going to look relatively similar, to the standpoint that they didn't have a lot of seniors graduate again last year, so we're going to see a lot of the same kids involved. Cross country is going to have a few new names that I'm sure are going to be running in the top 5 spots on the girls and the boys side. So when fall comes around, all that stuff's going to have a little bit of a different feel to it. But like I said, I think that's what makes me enjoy covering high school sports as much as I do, is that you do have that changeover and you get to talk to new kids and you can get a chance to see how the coaches are able to adjust and make those changes within their program. So All right. Without any further ado, I know I said 2:15 up on the Facebook page, but just a reminder, if you're checking out our YouTube channel, we're going to have the interview on there, so you can actually rewind it and listen to it whenever it started. So you guys can hear every little bit of it. So chatted with Alamogordo girls basketball today. Coach Manny Vigil was here, along with Kylie Purcell, Jaden Kruger, Justice Martin, Michaela Jones, and Alicia Munoz. And here we go. All right, joining us now is Alamogordo girls basketball. They are in the middle of their summer activities, and head coach Manny Vigil is here with us. Coach, how are you?
All right. How are you doing?
Fantastic. Happy to have you here. If you want to introduce, you brought 5 ladies in here with you. Who did you bring with you?
Yeah, we've got 5 returning players that have played significant minutes. We're pretty young with the other group, so I brought all 5 of them. We've got Kylie Purcell. She'll be entering her sophomore year. Jaden Kruger will be one of the seniors. Justice Martin will be entering her junior year. Michaela Jones will also be a senior. And Alicia Munoz will be another senior next year.
All right. Ladies, doing okay today?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we like to hear. Coach, I mean, you guys made it to the postseason last year, made it to the postseason the last couple of years now. Certainly it's going to be a transition for you guys next year. There's going to be some seniors that are gone, but certainly seems like you've got the program going in the direction that you want it to.
Yeah, we're in the right direction. This is going to be an interesting year. These 5 girls here are here for a reason today, because they're going to have to put a lot on their shoulders, and it's something that they didn't really have to do too much. We didn't put too much on them as going, the last couple of years, but now it's time they're in the spotlight, because we pretty much only have a bunch of young girls in the gym right now. I'm talking about entering 8th grade, entering 9th grade, entering 10th grade. So they can do it. They just got to add to their game. And but I think more of the leadership role is going to be the thing we're going to need to work on with these girls.
Yeah. And we talked about it when you first came in. Your first year here, you really didn't have a summertime to kind of work on it. How crucial is it going to be for the girls to be working during the summer to be ready for the upcoming season?
Yeah, you hit it right on the money. It's absolutely critical. We're actually going to play our first games against other teams around the state. This coming weekend, we go to New Mexico State. We did have a little scrimmage last week, and actually these girls here, they actually played pretty well, and they did some good things in the games. We have a couple of games tonight as well here, and then we have the younger ones playing in a league in Las Cruces on Wednesday nights, so that will start this week as well. But we really get our first glimpse this weekend on what we're going to have to work on and the things that these girls are going to have to do individually.
All right. Kylie, I mean, you got to start a lot of games this last season, and you were out on the floor a lot. How much did you feel like you learned from playing with some of the seniors and the group of players that are moving on from this last group of players?
I definitely feel like I learned a lot, and I feel like I matured as a person and a player, because I'd hang out with all the older girls, and I definitely learned to learn in line and take after them, and now I feel like I'm starting to lead some of the younger girls, and it's a good feeling, but I'm still learning a lot as well, too, because I'm still young.
Yeah. Jaden, you're going to be a senior this upcoming season?
Yes, sir.
And, you're obviously going to be dependent on more by coach and by your teammates. What's the biggest thing for you to want to be ready for next season and to be in that right mindset to know that, it's going to be on your shoulders a little bit?
Definitely becoming a leader and working on a lot of defense.
That's going to be a big thing for you.
Yeah,
Defense and offensively, I mean, there's some things you want to make sure you get a little bit better at as well?
Yeah, stay down,
Okay, very good. We'll move over here to Justice, who, you play a lot of minutes over the last couple of years now. So, you're going into your junior year, but you've had a lot of experience at the varsity level. But again, a little bit more on your shoulders this year. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, and nervous.
That's okay.
It's a little nerve-wracking because I've always looked up to the older girls to kind of lead and set examples for me, so.
Do you feel like you learned from them, though,
Yeah,
and how to
definitely.
act and what to do?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Michaela, how about you? I mean, learning from some of the older group and getting ready to, as a senior, be one of those leaders. I mean, what's the biggest thing that you focus on in wanting to be a leader? Is it being vocal? Is it showing by example? What do you feel like you need to do out there?
I feel like I definitely need to talk more and set good examples on and off the court, and just keep doing that.
Okay. Alicia, I mean, you're also somebody who's gotten a lot of varsity action over the last couple of years and probably going to tick up a little bit more. Are you excited about, getting a chance to be on the floor a little bit more next season?
Oh, yes, I am.
What are some of the big things that you want to be working on this offseason to get ready for your senior year?
More leadership, talking more.
Yeah. Do you feel like in terms of your game, I mean, are there things that you want to get a little bit better at?
Defense and offense more.
Defense and offense. Okay. Coach, when you hear those ladies talk about some of the things, I mean, are these the things that you want to be? You want to see them focusing on into the next season?
Yeah, well, I think that you can hear the big word with this group is going to be leadership. It's you can't always focus on X's and O's and all that stuff. That's a very important part of a team that you need functioning, and I think these ladies see that and they understand that, and it's in their front of their minds, which is good. Offensively and defensively, as the summer goes, they'll start getting more and more individually what they need to work on. Left hands for everyone, top to bottom, and we just needed some more action inside and people kind of putting bodies on people and things like that, like specifically. But again, as the summer goes, then we get to see more of exactly what we're going to have to do, and then kind of how to fit what we're doing to their strengths. Because then every year you got to tweak it a little different. We're not going to be running around jacking up a bunch of threes this year. It'll be a little different. So we gotta see what they're comfortable at this summer, and then kind of tailor to what they need to do.
Is it seeing, them play against competition that's big for you in terms of, just seeing them against good teams?
Yeah, I'm more about, hey, let's just go do and more about actions instead of talking about it. And I just like to rather go just throw them in games and see, and then just kind of go start thinking and start communicating with them and with coaches on how we got to get them in different spots and where they need the ball on the court. So I like summers probably more than them just because I get to see. I mean, I know they like them because they get a lot of games and they don't have to do a bunch of practices and conditioning drills and all that stuff. So it's fun for everyone, and we get to go on some trips, and then we have the kids camp tomorrow too, so they'll be around helping with the little kids. So I enjoy summers.
Absolutely. Alicia, I mean, what's your favorite part about summer? Is it just you get to play basketball, there's no school or any of that other stuff? I mean, what's your favorite part about summer basketball?
Honestly, I think it's everything. Just your way you're doing.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do.
Do you like the road trips and all that stuff that you get? Is there some team bonding that goes on when you get to go on the road and travel with everybody?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Michaela, how about you? And what's your favorite part about summer ball?
My favorite part is probably just playing.
Yeah.
And seeing what you're gonna have to deal with during season. So.
Yeah. Justice, I mean, do you feel like you get a good idea of what's going to come in the season? Because I know some teams probably don't show everything they're going to show, but it's just going out there playing basketball, more pure out there.
I say for the most part, yeah. I mean, you kind of see everyone's abilities and you kind of get a feel for it. So. Yeah.
Jaden, I mean, what have you found that you enjoy? I mean, have you done summer ball the last few years with the Lady Tigers?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've enjoyed that. I mean, what's been your favorite part about playing? I mean, you guys played pretty much the entire month of June. I mean, I know when I was in school, sleeping in and all that good stuff. I definitely like that during the summertime. But you guys take time. You guys are traveling, doing stuff with the team. Why do you sacrifice that? Why do you want to go out there and be a part of this group and be involved?
I don't know, being around the girls is it's a good atmosphere, and I have fun. We bond together really well, and just playing with them just keeps us going.
Yeah, Kylie, I mean, what do you enjoy the most about getting out there during the summertime?
I feel like I can just try anything out, because during season I'm a little more closed tight about what I'm supposed to do, but during summer I can kind of see what I'm capable of and see how far I can go with it, and I get to work on what I feel like I need to work on. And I like traveling with the girls and hanging out with them and going to open gym, because I'm free, and basketball is how I escape, and I can do what I want there, but I can still work on what I have to do, so it's a lot of fun.
Very good. Coach, you mentioned that you guys have the youth camp coming up starting tomorrow. That'll run through the 6th. If people still want to bring their kiddos out for that, there's still time to do that.
Yeah. So registration actually starts tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. They can show up anytime after 8. The camp officially starts at 9. It'll be 9 to 12 the next 3 days: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So last summer we had about 52 girls. It's girls only. Anyone entering kindergarten through 7th grade can come out. We do give discounts for multifamily members that are registering. So it's $40 a camper. And again, if they have a couple of kids or more than that, then we do give them discounts on that. So all they got to do is show up, and then they'll get 3 days of instructions with
The National Weather Service in El Paso has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Otero County in south-central New Mexico until 3 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. At 2:17 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 14 miles northeast of Elk Silver, moving northeast at 10 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This severe thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of northeastern Otero County. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
All right, we're back. We had our EAS system go off there, so we're going to rewind a little bit. May be back over a little bit of our interview that we were doing there with girls basketball, but I didn't want you guys to miss anything there. So, again, we're hearing from Alamogordo girls basketball and talking about their summertime, Coach Manny Vigil and some of the members of the team. So, back to the interview.
It'll be 9 to 12 the next 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So last summer we had about 52 girls. It's girls only. Anyone entering kindergarten through 7th grade can come out. We do give discounts for multifamily members that are registering. So it's $40 a camper. And again, if they have a couple of kids or more than that, then we do give them discounts on that. So all they got to do is show up, and then they'll get 3 days of instructions with the girls and playing and games and awards, and then they'll get a T-shirt and a basketball.
For maybe a parent who's never brought their kid to one of these camps before, I mean, you talked about some of the things there, but what are some of the things that you try to impart on the kids and have them learn when?
We just work on fundamentals for the 3 days. It's a fundamentals skill camp, and we'll just kind of break down. We'll do progressions each day. We'll add something a little to the next. So if we do something basic with passing one day, then the second day we'll add to it, and then third day add to that. So it's just a progression of fundamentals, and then we let them play games and have skill contests at the end. We will group them up to similar abilities, and then we'll have them do contests amongst their peers, and so they have a good time.
Very good. And for these ladies, getting to be a part of that, is that something that, for them to maybe see a little bit through your eyes and maybe doing a little bit of coaching out there?
Yes.
Is that something you like for them to be able to see?
Yeah, because that's the 3 ways you learn this game is by playing it, coaching it, and officiating it. So those are the 3 different lenses you can have, and it's good for them, but I like it more for the younger girls because they don't want to hear the coaches and up there all speaking, and they'd rather work with the high school girls, and then they look up to them. So that's how you kind of build the numbers, is through your players rather than your coaches. So I love them working with the little kids.
All right. Kylie, have you had a chance to work in one of these youth camps, or is this going to be your first time?
I worked a little bit last year, but I'll be there this week too. So
what was your favorite part, and have you had a chance to work with little kids and that kind of thing before with basketball?
Not really. I mean, I'm not the best with working with kids, but
you're going to learn.
I will learn to. I'll have to learn to. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
Jaden, have you had a chance to do this before?
Yeah, I've done it a few times.
What's been your favorite part about working with the kids? I mean, just seeing them learn, maybe you learning a little bit about coaching them, and what's the big thing for you?
I like to keep them up. Like, they're not the best at it, but they'll get down on themselves a little bit, and trying to cheer them up is good.
Okay. Justice, how about you? What's your? I assume you've done this before. This is going to be your first time.
No, I've done it before.
You've done it before. Okay.
I don't know. Just seeing the kids grow and being able to build confidence in what they're doing. So.
What do you feel like you've learned from working with little kids? I mean, you feel
patience, a lot of patience. Let me tell you, because I don't have patience at all, and I learned a lot of patience.
All right, very good. Michaela, have you worked with little kids before?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about that?
I like whenever the they struggle at something, and then they get it and they get excited and then they keep doing it. So then it's good to watch that.
Yeah. All right. Alicia, have you had a chance to work with little kids before?
Yes, I have.
Yeah. And what's what have you enjoyed the most about it in your times doing it previously, or what are you most looking forward to this week with them?
Just watching little kids play,
Yeah.
see what they can do.
Kind of takes you back. Remember when you were first learning to play basketball? Okay. Well, again, that's going to be tomorrow, starting June 4th all the way through June 6th. And, Coach, if somebody doesn't get out there on Tuesday, it's still open on Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, they can show up the next day, and then we'll get them registered and all that stuff. It's harder by the third day, though, to get them the T-shirts and stuff like that in time. But by the second day, we still can make it for them.
Okay, so if for some reason you can't get out there on Tuesday, it's still available. It's going to be at the Tiger Pit, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it'll be at the Tiger Pit, and great opportunity to get involved. And I should also point out, this is a fundraiser for the Alamogordo Lady Tiger basketball program. You're helping to support all of these ladies that are in here, and help out when the season rolls around, because certainly there's a lot of costs that go with putting a basketball team on the road throughout the entire season.
Yes.
So, back to looking forward to next season. It certainly seems that you've got this group working together as a team. Maybe we're not going to see one person star like we did as much last season, but it's going to sounds like it's going to take the entire group to really have a successful season for y'all.
Yeah, and I'm still expecting. Usually on every team, there's going to be a couple kids kind of rise up, and then we're just going to see who that's going to be. Because you always need that. You need that person to lean on, or those couple of people to lean on. It helps everybody else find their role there. What we really need to find is going to be our depth. Like I said, we just have young kids left, and which is fine. I'm talking about kids coming into 8th, 9th, and 10th grade. We've got a lot of them in the gym right now. So and they've got some talent. They're young and they're talented. It's just obviously they have lack experience. But so we got a couple of kids coming off injuries. They're going to be ready around the season. So I got 2 ACL tears last year, and they're going to be cleared right kind of when the season starts. So we're going to have to work them in, so they won't get the summer time like these girls. So it's going to be a matter of finding the depth, and that's what we're going to be working on at the beginning of the year. But I'm excited. Again, these girls have known that they've got a challenge, because we have, like you said, it has been built, and it's kind of going in the right direction, and it's a matter of keeping it going, even with looking at the depth that we're looking at. We're gonna have to figure it out. So it's gonna be an interesting year. I'm excited for the challenge, and I think they are too. And we're gonna see which girls rise up.
And it's NMSU this weekend. Where else are you going?
So we're going to Knoxville State this weekend, and then we'll go to Roswell the following weekend, and then we'll go to Mayfield the next weekend after that. And the last weekend of the month, we'll actually host our big one. So we have a lot of teams that come to ours now. Third year in a row we're doing it, and it's pretty good size.
All right, well, we'll look forward to that, and look forward to seeing what this team brings coming up in the fall. But obviously, the next couple of weeks, you guys got some opportunities to go out and watch these ladies play. You're certainly out last weekend of June. There'll be a lot of good teams here at the Tiger Pit playing girls basketball, so look forward to it. Ladies, good luck. Enjoy the summer, okay? Thanks, Charles. All right, that is Alamogordo girls basketball, chatting with us just a little while ago, as a matter of fact. So I appreciate Coach Vigil and all the ladies stopping in today. They always have a lot going on with their schedule. Apologies for the EIS going off in the middle of the interview. I have no control over that. So, but you got the entire interview. I promise that. I rewound it to a point, so you guys didn't miss anything in there. But again, a great group of ladies to chat with, and looking forward to seeing what that team's gonna look like next year. And it's gonna be a different group. They had a core group that was the focus, or at least was the leadership for that team for a while. And so it'll definitely take some adjusting, I'm sure. But I've got faith that between the skill level of those ladies and Coach Vigil and everything, I think they're going to be a good team again next year. We'll look forward to seeing what it looks like, but obviously a bit down the road. Again, we're going to have more interviews as we head throughout the summer, so make sure you're tuned in here to ESPN Alamogordo, trying to effort different ones as we head through the month of June and probably into July as well. So just we'll give you guys hopefully a little bit more of a heads up than I did posting the picture in the interview time today, but sometimes it will be that short. So just don't tune in to talk like every day. That's what I would encourage you to do.
We'll take a break and come back with more of the roundup. If you want to call in, 437-1230. More after this.
We make personal loans for all sorts of reasons. Races, cars, weddings, pianos, unexpected medical expenses,